Da 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 da. Hello, Julie. Hello, Travis. Hello, Billy. Hello, Vanessa. Oh, hello, PG. Hello, Ivan. Hello, once upon a time, Joel. Gonna do little ankle stretches while we get started. Lisa Smith, Dylan, Vanessa, Ike. Vanessa's giving me a wave this morning. PG says hello. Ike liked the live. Ike's a good name. Ike's a good name, strong name. Can't help but think about Eisenhower when you say it. Hello, Ruth. Hello, T-Man. KC. Gonna have a little water while you guys join. Maul. Lassie Mom. Lassie Mom likes a lot of my videos. Hello, Lassie Mom. I don't know if you've ever been on a live before, but I appreciate you being on one this morning. Coney Island. SB. Going a little slow this morning. It's hard getting out of bed. Woke up early, like 4 o'clock. Laid there for a little bit. Drifted back off to, actually, I think I edited a video, posted the video, then drifted back off to sleep for like 2 more hours. It felt so good. Lassie Mom says she has collies. I figured there'd be something to do with that. Collies shed a lot, don't they? They're good dogs. I mean, dogs are good. Dogs are nice. Good morning, Ruth. Coney Island saying I get up early. Yeah, well, I got up early. I got up at 4, prepared the coffee maker, and wasn't sure if I was going to start my show at 5 o'clock or not. But then said, hey, let's listen to a hypnotist manifester that I follow on TikTok. And then I go, hey, let's listen to some positive affirmations with the melodic music. And all of a sudden, it was 7 o'clock in the morning. All of a sudden, it was 7 o'clock in the morning. Good morning, RJ. Mikey says Bruce Willis. What's up, man? I like Bruce Willis. I had some people at the restaurant. Kind of almost once a day at the restaurant, somebody comes up and walks up and says, you know, you look just like Bruce Willis. I think that's pretty cool. What's his best movie? I mean, it's hard not saying Die Hard. It's hard not saying Die Hard. I mean, so I'll just say Die Hard. And maybe even Die Hard 2. Sixth Sense was amazing. Drawing a blank, the one with Samuel L. Jackson and John Travolta from like 92 was amazing. He wasn't the main character in that. He was just one of the main characters. Been in a lot of good movies. Saw Demi Moore on, I don't know, The Tonight Show or some show the other day. She looked pretty good. Saw the movie Ghost maybe a week ago now. Kind of had forgotten how big of a starlet she was, or a star she was back in the day. And how pretty she looked with short hair. No, Lassie Mom, I've never heard of Hemi Sync. But good morning, good morning, good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. It is Wednesday morning. Oh, it's like September 11th. Huh. I think it is September 11th. Maybe that's kind of what's weighing on me a little bit this morning. Wasn't sure. Didn't know how much I wanted to talk about it or think about it or go back to that date, September 11th, 2001, and the scary day that it was, and the sad images that are scarred into my mind from that day. And I knew it was coming, and the days were ticking off, September 8th, September 9th, September 10th. One thing about doing this show, you come across various days that mean something to you. And I say the date at the beginning of every show. You know, and it could be my mom's birthday, who passed 4.5 years ago, was July 20th. So on that day, that kind of means something to me. And sometimes it's hard to share those emotions of what a certain date means to you. And maybe September 11th, I don't know. Maybe I didn't feel like talking about it or want to share any thoughts, or wanted to keep my mind in a happy, smiley place, or a go-get-em attitude place, or a gratitude place. And just the images of that day are hard to, I don't know, not think about. Yeah, our country did pull together well. That's a nice way to think about it. I think I talked about that last year on this date. It was nice seeing our country pull together, and politicians on both sides, I don't know, give supportive speeches. But maybe looking back, they were just being politicians, and I don't know. They were lighting the candles because that's what they thought they should do. Maybe. Molly says she used to be a combat firefighter in Iraq. I was working with a firefighter from New York City who brought his bagpipe. Yeah. Well, thank you for your service, Molly. Yeah. So yeah, today's September 11th. And happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. We can all talk about it a little bit. My son was in communication. Yeah. No, I mean, I don't mean to not address it or not think about it necessarily. Yeah, it's also my son's birthday. I think about that. How many people have birthdays that day, or anniversaries that day, or what have you. Yeah. But anyway, happy Wednesday. This is a show I've done for quite some time. This is a show about me talking and sharing some feelings, and sharing a little bit about life, and sharing about the journeys of one man as he goes through down his path that's life. For those that have been watching a while, you know it is not just a show about me talking, though. You know it is also a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And with that in mind, I have a nice hot cup of coffee in front of me. And I am so excited to have my first sip at this very late hour for me. My hope, and it's really just a hope, I can't possibly expect that you all would have a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. But my hope is that you would each have a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Because I'm excited to have my first sip, and I hope you are as well. Cheers to us. Kind of makes me smile. It's pumpkin spice. It is the pumpkin spice. Well, Lassie Mom says she has a hot cup of tea. We don't discriminate here. As a matter of fact, tea reminds me of my mother. Grew up in Scotland. We always had a lot of tea when I was growing up. Went over to Scotland several times and liked tea time because they always brought out these little cookies. For some reason, shortbreads, I think it's called shortbread, those little kind of sweet, buttery cookies come with tea. They're nice. Had a couple at my restaurant from Germany the other night, and we were talking about Europe a little bit and how I hadn't been to the mainland, telling us where they lived in Germany. It was kind of interesting. But anyway, let's have a little more coffee. Well, I might as well just address it. And I think, honestly, it's weighing on me a little bit today. That and the fact I slept in, so I'm feeling a little sluggish of brain. But I watched the debates last night. Did any of you guys watch the debates last night? The debate? I did. I think I'd probably be in a better mood if I didn't. But I had the night off. I work as a waiter and had worked the previous, I think, 5 days, and they gave me a night off last night. And when I heard that it was going to be on, and it was on every channel, I kind of started getting excited and wanting to see how the candidates did. And yeah, I watched it last night. How much do I want to say about my experience of watching it? I don't know. Maybe I should just end it there. Maybe I should just stop there and sit here and drink my coffee. But then I would have a hard time explaining why it weighed on me. I talked about it several months ago, I think while I was out in Yellowstone. And I was talking about how I was embarrassed a little bit by both of the candidates, and that it was going to be Trump versus Biden. And that, I don't know, I was ready for Biden's been in politics for 50 years, and Trump's coming up on 80, and I don't know. Thought it'd be fun to have some fresh ideas. I thought it'd be fun to have some fresh ideas. And, one thing led to another, and Biden was replaced by Kamala. And that left just kind of one of the old warriors representing one party. And last night I kind of regretted that fact and kind of wished we had two fresh young faces out there. Somebody with fresh ideas and a fresh mannerisms and a fresh way to talk. And yeah, but we did. We had I don't want to call her a young woman, but relatively young woman, educated woman, who seemed fresher than the other candidate. And I was disappointed in that a little bit. And I was disappointed with that. and was hoping we could have had two energetic candidates discussing the state of the world or the economy or the country, or, you know, and not what we had last night, really. It's not as big as somebody said, damn, that's a huge cup. Again, it's perspective. It looks huge. It is big. Good morning, Trish. Somebody asked if I really expected that from Donald. No, I didn't expect it, but the difference was so glaring between the two candidates. I always find myself being disappointed in Donald Trump a little bit. Occasionally he surprises me and comes off presidential and not just a bully, if you will. But last night wasn't one of those nights. And a couple times, I remember his debate in 2020. I think he lost the election then when he just kind of went blah, 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 blah. He tried to talk over Joe Biden instead of verbally spar with him. And I wouldn't want to debate. I'd get frustrated. I'd be bad at debate. I don't want to argue with anybody. So I'm not saying I could do it, but I'm not running for president either. So, yeah, no, I was just kind of disappointed and felt, I don't know, just a fresher, better candidate could have done better. Because I think, okay, I'll just say it. Why not just say it? I think when Trump left, I think the world wasn't at war and the economy was doing better and housing and was more affordable for the average person. Yet he couldn't keep the discussion on that, and it became who he's buddies with in the world stage. And I don't know. Seemed wrong. Will I need to change my vote based on last night's performance? No, because it was a performance. And there's some things, because I'm not going to get swayed by an hour long or an hour and a half long debate. But again, I think some of the things that are economically on the right side of the aisle make sense and are worth fighting for and are worth having a younger, fresher, less caricature person discuss and debate and represent. And honestly, I was watching last night and I felt like because I'm slightly right of center, but I see both sides, and I certainly see the importance of compassion and understanding and individualism or individuality and helping a guy up when he's beaten down. So I see aspects of both sides that I like. But I couldn't help but feel that the Republican Party has locked itself into being the party of the old white man. And I didn't think Trump could possibly win the Republican nomination. I didn't think that was even a possibility. And he strut into it or walked into it. It was easy. There was nobody to run against him. I'll tell you what, he might be, it's fun being able to say whatever I want. It's fun being able to say whatever I want. Because it's my show. But, what was I going to say? Part of the old white guy. Oh, the guy I wanted for his running mate might be polarizing too, but he's quick-witted and could have, I think, probably dismantled Kamala on the stage last night. Is that Vivek Ramaswamy guy. He's still a guy. I'm not against men. I'm not even against old white men. But I don't want my party to be always symbolized by an old white man. I'd like a fresh face with a big smile and energy and enthusiasm and quick wit and control over his emotions. And I think that Vivek guy could have done a great job on the stage in explaining the, benefits of capitalism or benefits of smaller government or the, a whole bunch of things. But it just looked like on stage there was kind of an angry old white dude and fresher face, if you will, on the other side. And I was disappointed by him. Oh, that's good. That is good. It's so good it's almost gone. I've almost slugged away my first cup of coffee while I was talking politics. I would have been better off not watching, but I knew that going in. I mean, nothing I did last night was super healthy for me. I reached out to a buddy of mine, and it's like 6 o'clock, and I'd had a relatively lower key day for me. Didn't have to work. Didn't get to work. So I had the night off. Was editing some videos at a coffee shop down the way. And I was kind of getting hungry. And I said, you know what would be really good? Some fried chicken. So I went to the grocery store that I go to that sells great fried chicken. And got myself a bag. Got myself 2 tubs of ice cream. Don't worry, I didn't even finish one, but it was buy one, get one free. It was the Moose Tracks ice cream. It's either like Dean's or Kemp's or something like that. So I ate several pieces of chicken. Don't worry, I had some fruit. I'm trying to keep track of my diet a little bit. And I'm staying in an extended stay for an extended period of time, the irony. And because of that, I don't really cook a whole lot, but I do have a fridge, and I'm able to, keep my little room stocked with fruits and various easy foods to eat. And had probably the largest peach I've ever eaten last night, chased with an orange and an apple. So I did get some healthy food besides my fried chicken and my ice cream. And then I laid there with a full tummy and was watching all the build-up into the debates. And again, I think because of it all, I'm in a little bit of a somber mood today. Just this morning. Maybe it's just because I had a good night's sleep. Maybe I rested well on the chicken. Maybe it was all perfect. Maybe it was all exactly what I needed. Quiet night at home with fried chicken, ice cream, and a whole bunch of fruit. Will I ever mix in a fresh vegetable? Well, I don't have plans to add fresh vegetables to my extended stay fridge. Like, what fresh vegetable are you talking? Like carrots? I like carrots. What other fresh vegetables are fun? Broccoli is a nice vegetable, cooked or fresh. Pasta salad is not a fresh vegetable, but I will certainly eat some pasta salad that I'll pick up from the deli and come in a tub. Macaroni salad, potato salad. Celery with peanut butter? No, RJ. No, 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 no. I won't. You know I won't. I don't like peanut butter. I will certainly crunch on some celery. I don't know how many nutrients there really is in celery. I doubt there's much at all. I'm sure there's fiber, and fiber is important. I'm sure the fiber that is in celery is important. But for some reason, given where I'm staying, I think fruit makes more sense. I think fruit makes a little more sense. Hey, I'm going to go get a little more coffee. If you guys want to stick around, I'll be back. Think of some good questions. You can even post the questions. I'll be back. Won't take long. I live in a small home. What do you guys think of my PJs? Oh, I wanted to boost my spirits today, so I wore my I Am Knuff shirt. I had a couple of young ladies I waited on the other day, and somehow, some way, the conversation got to the Barbie movie. And they loved that I'd seen it, and they loved the movie. I always feel I have to break it to people, because I think I'm honest to a fault. I could just let it slide and not tell them I didn't really like the movie, but I do anyway. But I explained that I have 2 older daughters that bought me this shirt. They think it's cute. On the credit card slip, they wrote, "Thank you so much. You are Knuff." You are Knuff. When I'm at the hotel, where does the mail go? That's a good question. I was kind of wondering about that. I had it going to my old address. Not totally sure, Tenley. Tenley, my Bulgarian female viewer, maybe I'll have it sent to your house. I was thinking about getting a P.O. box, because I had a P.O. box in Yellowstone and really enjoyed it. And it was like an old school post office. And honestly, where I lived, I was just kind of looking for somewhere else to go besides the dorm and the restaurant I worked at and the cafeteria. So I thought visiting the post office box every couple days would be a lot of fun. It was. Do I ever keep up with the Yellowstone friends? I've sent texts to several, but haven't done a whole lot of communicating with them. I'm sure they're still there. They're still working hard. They're still probably resting and hiking and waiting tables. Yeah, it's interesting because I hate to say I probably know exactly what they're doing. Because I know when I was there, I was doing almost the exact same thing every day. Do I miss the map room? I wouldn't say I overly miss the map room. It was neat. It was neat. Thank you so much, Terry Jacobs, for sending me the Heart Puffs. But I don't miss the map room really at all. I've been hanging out at a Pete's Coffee. I'm sorry, Mr. Starbucks, all you Starbucks fans out there. Been hanging out at a Pete's Coffee the last week, and I would rather hang out at a Pete's Coffee in Naperville, Illinois, than the map room at Starbucks. The map room at Yellowstone. And although the map room's historic and beautiful and wood and in a 100-year-old hotel in the first national park in the world, I'd still rather be at Pete's Coffee than the map room at Yellowstone. Yeah. So let's have a little more coffee. Occasionally, at nights, they'd have a guy playing in the map room, a pianist. And they had 3 different pianists they hired, and the gentleman that played there, his style of music wasn't what I was looking for. It was more bangy and loud and maybe jazzy on the piano, and I found it kind of somewhat off-putting a little bit. And there was a couple women that also would play on other nights, and theirs was more, flowy. I preferred when they played. Yeah. RJ said there's a lot of historic post offices in our area too. Well, it's not that I'm doing a quest for historic post offices, RJ. It was the combination of the Yellowstone address with the backdrop of the mountains, the fact that I needed a P.O. box, and I needed another place to go. So I'm not needing other places to go. For instance, I have Pete's Coffee I go to. I have the Jewel. I have my gym. I have downtown Naperville. I have work. I have all sorts of places I go to. So I'm not desperate to add a place to go to or to do a tour of historic post offices. Oh, that's nice, though. That's nice. That is nice. Worked out yesterday. I went heavy. I do a quick workout 2-3 times a week at a Planet Fitness near me. And I do bench press curls, lat pulls, which are kind of like pull-ups, and some sort of core exercise. And I usually do kind of a given weight a certain number of times, and I go up in weight each time. And then on the last set, I'm doing a fairly heavy weight and just do it as many times as I can. Yesterday, I felt like mixing it up a little bit, so I did my warm-up set, and then I went to the max weight and did that as many times as I could, a couple more times. Really felt good. Really felt good. I think it's good to mix up your workout from time to time. It kind of keeps it fun. Probably is good for your body as well. Working your body in a different way. Probably be good to add other exercises or switch it up a little bit from time to time. But I'm fairly pleased with what I'm doing and the way it's going and the gym I work out at. And it felt good. I'm a little sore this morning. I don't know if it's a good sore at all. It might be a bad sore. Maybe it's because I watched the debates last night. Oh. Maybe my show will be a short one today. Maybe my show will be a really short one today. Maybe not. Maybe I'll have some great questions thrown at me. And not that I'm putting it on you, but sometimes I just don't have that much to say. Sometimes I have more to say, sometimes less. And again, I feel kind of quiet-minded today, and was difficult, but in a pleasurable way, to get out of bed. Difficult to get out of bed because it just felt so comfortable. And almost felt like I could drift back off to sleep. Do I meditate? I'm aware of my breathing. Do I set aside 5 minutes a day to meditate? No. But I'm certainly aware of my breathing. I practiced yoga a bunch of years. And I pray and I focus on gratitude. And so I'd say I work that area of my mind and my body and what have you fairly well. But I certainly don't set aside any set amounts of time to meditate each day. Yes, my daughter is loving college, and I'm not sure if I'm heading out to Iowa State this weekend. Can I watch Yellow Box online when I can't go? At least I don't think I'd have a whole lot of interest in watching church online. I actually think I know I wouldn't have any interest in watching church online. I go to a church here in Naperville called the Yellow Box. It's also called Community Christian. Uh, and one of my viewers asked if I could do they do an online uh, uh, service. And yes, they do. But I really wouldn't have much interest in it. I think at least I think the name is Community Christian, and I think I go for the community and the smiles and the looking people in the eye and being a part of a room working towards ourselves, working towards something better and living in gratitude. And if I was staring at it online, I'd be waiting for it to be over, I think. Because, yeah, the sermon's often good. But even when the sermon's not so good, I still think I get a lot just from being in the atmosphere and feeling the music and singing along. And I have really no interest to watch it online. Not saying it's not okay for some people. But during the COVID years, I stopped, going. Because again, they were closed. Young said, can I talk about gratitude today? I'm struggling. Okay, well, I'll say this, Young. If you're struggling, you need to talk about gratitude. You need to talk about gratitude. You need to find some things you're grateful for. I'm hoping, because this show's kind of me going through life and talking about my experiences and what gets me out of bed or puts a smile on my face or energizes me or gives me the will to keep going. But my hope is that by me talking about things like waking up and thinking about 5 things I'm grateful for every morning, the people watching start to do it too. So if you are struggling today, me talking about gratitude might get you from here to here. And me saying I'm grateful for the leaves or the church I go to on Sundays or the great night's sleep I got last night or the fact that I get to go to work tonight or that I got some hot coffee all these things are making me feel good. Thinking about things I'm grateful for are making me feel good. I wonder what they're doing for you. And my point is, if you started thinking about things you were grateful for, because I promise you they're there, just no matter what you're facing. No matter what you're facing. I think you might have lost a parent, you told me a couple weeks ago. I know about loss. I know about losing a parent. And I know that it's okay to mourn and feel negative emotions and feel sadness and cry. But I also know that at some point you can be sad that they're gone. I mean, you'll probably always be sad that they're gone, but if you want to turn it around, be thankful for the lessons they taught you or the time they had with you or the love they showed you. And you will start feeling better. I promise you. Feel that they're still there and watching you and are still proud of you. And you'll start feeling better. And again, I'm not saying there's not time to grieve. I have a buddy that lost his mom a few days ago. And, I know it's hard and I know there's times to grieve and it's okay to cry or be sad or what have you. But if you want to feel a little better, I'd recommend you be thankful for the lessons they taught you or the time you had with them. And the love you shared with them. Yeah. Do I consider going on church on days other than Sunday? No. I'm not even sure it's open on days other than Sunday. I don't feel the building itself, I've seen Rocky, I think when Rocky's wife was sick He went to church and prayed at an old Catholic church that he belonged to. I don't feel any great need to go to a building where I attend church on Sundays. The building itself, it's a nice building. I got nothing against the building. But there's no need for me to go. I think I can pray or feel connected to God at any time, at any place. And again, the reason I go to the building is for the people inside and the happy faces and the guy holding the door and the people asking me where Augie is. Yeah, it's not for the building at all. It's a nice building. It's a nice building. Put on a good show. I mean, but without the band, what would the show? Would there be a show? There would be no show. There would be no lights. There would be no smoke. There would be no, well, I mean, there might be sun rays popping in through the window, but it'd be just me. And it'd be okay if it's just me, but I don't feel any draw to go to the church on days, I don't know, to pray or anything. I can pray right here. Oh, that's nice. But it's Wednesday morning. It is Wednesday morning. I get to go to work tonight. Get to generate some revenue, which is important in my focus right now. I have several hours between now and then, which I get to fill with as good of things and productive as things and moving forward things as possible. Hello from Maryland. And I'm looking forward to my day. I have a whole bunch of peaches in a bag. I'm kind of hooked on peaches. I got apples. I got oranges. I'm going to eat a little bit of each of those. Going to drink some coffee. Going to share my videos. Going to share some content. I'm going to grow my social media pages. I'm going to FaceTime my little babies, my little nuggets as soon as I get off this live video. And I'm going to tell my little ones how much I love them. And I'm going to blow kisses to them. And I'm going to hope little Eve's in a good mood. But even when she's not, she's beautiful. She's fussy a little bit. I was going to say she's going to be like her mama. She'll be beautiful. And Augie's going to be looking at me on the phone, but also checking out Sesame Street or whatever show he's watching. And then he's going to go, he's not going to actually say it, but I feel he's almost saying it to me like, Dad, I'm watching a good show. You can FaceTime me later. Then he'll blow me a kiss to see if I'll hang up the phone. But I'm looking forward to doing that. And looking forward to my day. And looking forward to making it as productive as I can. Because, again, I woke up feeling a little sluggish and feeling a little comfortable in bed. And we don't always know what productive means. Sometimes a quiet day at home is what we need, or a day of rest. But sometimes we need a day where we're working out and moving the Monopoly piece as fast as we can around the board and rolling the dice as often as we can and putting our best foot forward. And I think today's the day I'm going to feel productive and move my piece around and roll the dice and put my best foot forward and build up some momentum into tonight. And I'm going to go into work and have a great attitude and work hard and generate some revenue and hopefully help some customers enjoy their night out and smile and laugh and have a little bit of a good time. That's my plans for the day. Oh, and I hope you're excited about your day as well. I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful for you hopping on today, following along a little bit in my adventure that is life, for sharing a cup of coffee, sharing part of your Wednesday morning, sharing some thoughts, and just sharing in my journey. I'm thankful for you. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. I hope you are feeling good. I hope you are loving yourself. I hope you subscribe to my page. Whatever social media platform you find me on, I hope you subscribe to my page and help me grow my content, because I really appreciate it and I have a lot of fun doing it. So again, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. I hope you're feeling good. I hope you're loving yourself. I hope you're forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.